is Warriors Anonymous.
Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yay, the Warriors. They body bumped the Cowboys in Christchurch, and this is Warriors Anonymous here to talk all about it. We've got all the lads lining up for this one. And boys, welcome along, lads. We've got the full squad to run through things on this episode. We've got some stuff to talk about. We'll start quickly with a hard or nah, because the issue has been raised after the success of the Canterbury game. Hard or nah, do you personally want a second New Zealand team? We'll start with you, Isaac. Hard or nah, bro?
Put us on the spot, eh? I'm going to say no for now, just because I don't want to see it dilute the existing talent pool. That's the only reason. I mean, apart from the visuals, at that stadium, it just looked epic. I mean, it would be great to have another team there, but I just don't want to dilute the current talent pool unless we could ensure that we have a competitive team. We don't want to have a cellar dweller.
Yep, that's fair, bro. And it's funny, eh? Like the Warriors with the success that they've had at the stadium, I couldn't help but feel they're almost encouraging the NRL to actually bring in another team, which is not really what Cam George and them want. I know that they're trying to get a little bit more pathways set up in New Zealand with the NRL, trying to arrange that to be able to set the other team up properly in a few years' time. But Moneta, hard or nah, bro? Do you personally want a second New Zealand team?
I go hard, strike while the iron's hot.
Oof, like it.
Yeah.
Like it a lot. Daniel, yours, hard or nah?
Oh, I've been tossing and turning on this one. It was a hard, it was a nah, it was a hard. I'd probably say for now, just a nah, but there's one caveat, is that we move games around. So Christchurch gets 2 to 3 home games, Wellington locks in 2 home games as well, and Mount Smart gets the allotment of games, but you're taking it away from Mount Smart. That's controversial, but I think the fan base across the 3 main centres want it, and if you're not going to have a second team, you've got to make sure that we're all getting fed Warriors, live Warriors action.
That's right. It's a tricky one because technically, like the NRL have looked at it and they've kind of gone, yeah, it's great. And look at the stadium. It's all amazing. Everything was fantastic. Warrior Nation was there flying the flag with Richie, doing his thing, beating the drum. But it's, they took over Christchurch as well. But it's kind of weird because they're almost looking at it now going, we need to put a team here, but they haven't actually got a real rock solid bid. They got the stronger bids are actually over in southwestern sort of Queensland sort of area, that's where the real sort of solidarity is. But I think they're just looking at it going, oh, this is too tempting. Plus the opportunity to try and take it to rugby union. But lots to unpack. Also, of course, the Sauce Boys missed this a couple of weeks back, but there was the Johnsonville franchise that was floated. The Johnsonville Golden Crowns to be played at the Nada Dome in Jayville with a centre of excellence that looked strikingly like the Dallas Cowboys training facility. But
what about the Johnsonville Magic Woks?
Magic Wok was one of the restaurants in the in the stadium. I'll show you the presentation actually sometime.
We just need to confirm as well, just so everyone knows, Nada is a strong bakery. Cosmos giving it a 9.5 for its
saw that video.
Double cheese and mince and cheese bad boys.
It was a triple cheese, I think. So the
triple
mozzarella on the top.
Yeah, he doesn't mess around, does he, old Cosmos? So that's a huge score. Now, in terms of the event over the weekend in Christchurch, the Cowboys game, Daniel, you were there. Run us through it, bro. What were you getting amongst, and what was it like being a part of the whole hikoi?
It was awesome. So flew in Friday. The build up was strong, starting to pick up as well. Come Saturday, Warriors fever taking over. Most of the bars, pubs, clubs, eateries all around through the new rebuilt city, which is superb, fantastic, beautiful. Christchurch Cantabrians deserve it after the heartache in the many years. So, but then from Sunday, great kick-off, 4:00 at a full card of fixtures. Unfortunately, didn't get along to the earlier fixtures, but sort of built up from just around Riverside Market and from Fat Eddie's. Jumped on the hikoi, which was awesome. not sort of planned out with the city, so the tram had to come through and all those sorts of things as well, and had to kind of cross the roads properly and safely as well. But everyone was well behaved, and had a massive, great, I guess great energy coming into the stadium. The stadium, as you walk down Cashel Street, you can see it's like a UFO has just kind of landed at the end of the street. But just being able to see the ground in the main centre as well is just amazing. As you head down and you get to up to it, you just go, wow, this is just an amazing feat of engineering. And then once you get in, the experience is great. Food, quality of food and drink, beverage options are amazing. Seats were just fantastic. The sound is great because it's inside. You're inside, and it just as kickoff came along, it was about the sun poked through as well, so you could see sort of you're basking in the warmth, watching dry footy, and 25,000, mostly Warriors fans just celebrating as well. So absolute stunning venue, great event, and the footy matched it as well.
What a weekend.
Sounds like you do want a second team.
I just
hard sell.
I just want, and I guess this probably is my.
Christchurch.
There you go. I just the venue, like it is like American sports. It's like the NFL, right? It is set up now for that. You've got great entertainment. You've got option to do great entertainment indoors. It's beautiful. I'm still bitter from the Sharks loss and a dry, no rain, but a wet weather football game because of the dew as well. Clearly you wouldn't get that in this scenario.
Yeah.
Oh, and one other fact I was told as well is that the grass is a combination of real grass and turf as well, weaved in. It's some South African technology. This is from one of the bros that told me about it. So that it can hold up under intense use. So magic rounds, obviously they had a magic round for Rugby League. You see that over in Brisbane. Perhaps it's been the catalyst for a few ACLs as well. But so the track was amazing, held up beautifully.
The old the biltong grass. Oh, that's cool, bro. That's really cool. But 4 tries for Charnze Nicoll-Klokstad on the left wing. Great to see him back. First time a Warriors player has scored 4 tries in New Zealand since the great man himself, Fish back in 2014. Moneta, does Charnze keep that spot when Alofi Anakan Pereira is fit to play?
I'll go straight to the point. He played great, but I'd say no, just for the expect of it. AKP's got, he's got that electric pace, and kudos to see him go. He was there at the right time, right place. But a couple of times, the first try, I thought he's gonna get it. He had enough pace, which is great. But I picture AKP just going, So I think AKP would just come straight back in. But I think there will be a place for him on the bench or something like that.
Yeah, there was that one when he ran like about 30-odd metres there to score, and it was like, geez, how big was that gap? Because he's not a burner on the outside by any means, old Charnze boy.
But he was there. He played well,
Yep.
positioned himself well, so kudos.
That's right. They just need to iron out a couple of things between him and Tane to just get the old...
Yep, I was gonna say. Two fullbacks. Two fullbacks.
That's right.
Could you see that on TV like that? Could you see that how close? Like he was coming online. Like,
we can
bro,
see
hold
that.
back. Let him go forward.
Mine.
I thought this was going to be an injury again.
Yeah, it was a Steve Ward, Jason Gillespie type moment with broken arm. We just running, both going for the high ball and boof.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't incur... there was a couple of scary moments when Wade got a bit of an ankle thing, got a bit worried. Tane had a bang on the knee at one point as well, but they both played on. The guy who didn't play on is Jackson Ford, who's now been reported as being out for 10 to 12 weeks, which can be translated in my language to he's back for the prelim final. Hey. Isaac, what are we going to lose out with Jacko gone?
Massive loss. I mean, he was the 80-minute man, right? And you could play your forward pack and your bench around him, and now you take him out of the equation. They're going to have to find someone to fill arguably that 20-minute gap, because the player replacing him will probably play 50 to 60 minutes. So somebody's going to have to fill the breach. I just feel sorry for him. He's in career best form. Arguably should have been playing Origin. Coming into the sort of business end of the season as well, he probably would have kicked it up another gear, or just continued one with his form. And then he gets that injury. It's just it's got. I feel really sorry for him. Like, what more does he have to do to prove that he was playing at an elite level? But on the flip side, Tanner Stowers-Smith, I've been touting him as the next sort of like big thing. He really stepped up. 180 meters, fucking how many tackles? I know Dimitrik is like the flash, your flash power forward, but Tanner is just a beast. I mean, love him to bits, and he's got a massive fan base now out there in league circles. People are really cottoning on to just how good he fucking is.
Yeah, he's got a bit of late footwork, eh? He just does it just before the point of contact, puts on a little bit of just a little something in defence, kind of throws them off balance, and then he drives with those bloody thighs of his. Boom, boom, boom.
It's reminiscent of Steve Price, later on in his career, especially when he was playing with the Warriors. Yeah, he would put that late footwork on and just, pierce a gap or bend the line. It's very much like that. And I love seeing it as well because, it brings back memories.
Yeah, I've actually got an idea for a guy who's, it's not a like for like, but I think of a guy like Eddie Yeremia Toiava. In a similar kind of mold to Jacko. Not obviously he's younger, but he's a smaller body, but he works hard and he goes for long minutes. So maybe he gets a bit more of a run as the time goes by over the next sort of 10 weeks as we build up to the Prelim Final. Eh?
He's very much a cleanup guy. You could tell that in the weekend. Like, it's obviously not as strong a running game, but Tanner's doing that, which is fantastic. Eddie will be the cleanup guy, super fit, one of the fittest guys in the club as well. So Goggins, they call him, which is awesome. And yeah, perfect kind of combination.
Yeah. Daniel, do you think we overworked Jacko throughout the season?
I don't know. That's an interesting point. I don't think so. I think he's just naturally strong athlete as well. But there were some rumours circling around his holding some form of injury. You'd hate it to be related to that the chesticle area as well. That'd be gutting if it was as well, if he was carrying some sort of strain. But I don't know. He's just up for it, right? We've known it about him. He's got an engine, so you just got to let the guy play. So it's footy. It happens. It's gutting, but it's a plan. We've got a plan. Let's rest our guys to the back end of the season. That's what we're doing.
We're gonna be fresh. I've got a new viewpoint as well on Origin for New South Wales players. That is, I don't want any of our players to play for New South Wales, and that sounds a bit harsh on them. It's not in terms of their ability to play. It's more from the ability of the New South Wales coaches currently to coach, and I don't think anyone getting put in that system is going to succeed. So I'm just going to put that out there. Obviously, Jacko's not getting picked anyway. Well, maybe he will get picked, knowing Laurie. But yeah, that's my new viewpoint on that. But Moneta, one guy who did back up from Origin was Big Barney. He came in 190 odd run meters. Mate, how big is his influence, and how much is he needed without Fish and Jacko at the moment?
Oh, hugely. And he's going to be so important living up to the rest of the games. He just showed his worth on the weekend. He was sort of able to make those meters, post-contact meters and so forth. So, but he's great. Like, he's the leader that we need at the moment. And he had that bit of a scar on his head, I noticed, and he just didn't even notice it, eh? He's just a warrior.
That looked like a crater on his head. It was like...
I know.
Yeah.
I could just picture him go, me, scar? Okay.
Yeah.
Was that scar bigger than Dallin's slice across the face? He looked like a warrior. He was like pissing out with blood.
He was loving it though. He kept on checking himself in the video. Eh?
Yeah.
He's like, this is
Yeah.
He's got like gangster cred. Like,
that's right. Because he always gets up. He always gets up when he gets tackled. Old Dallin's like,
yeah.
In this game, he's like,
so glow. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, man.
No, he's great. Barney, especially with the injuries, to Think about it, Leka Halasima, James Fisher-Harris, Jacko. So, yeah, we're getting a lot of injuries at the moment, but again, our depth is definitely showing.
Important.
Yeah.
Another important man, Isaac, is Te Maire Martin. I love some of those plays that he was making. He was getting back, saving tries. He was setting up line breaks. He was laying on tries. What are you making from TMM? And how hard is he making it for Metcalf to get a show in?
I don't know what's in the Warriors' water, because there's some players that just jump into the team from New South Wales Cup or whatever and then just find career best form. I mean, he started with Tanner Boyd, then Jackson Ford. Now you got Te Maire coming in, on a whim and just showing just his supreme skill sets. He's just playing lights out footy, And I'll be honest, I didn't expect him to play at this sort of level. I thought he'd be a good sort of lieutenant in the number 7. But now I'm like, it's a really difficult pathway for Luke Metcalf to find his way back into the team. I mean, injuries, they happen. They are happening. But, yeah, TMM has just taken it to another level. I don't think I've seen him play this good. It's just the eyes-up instinctual footy that arguably fits how we're playing and fits our squad. And let's Chanel just do his thing. I mean, he's probably the unsung hero of the team, but just lets him do his thing, and TMM can just play heads up, kind of old school footy, which I fucking love.
He loves a good short side. As we've mentioned, in combination with our man Wade Egan, aka Egan. What are you seeing from our man? He had the unfortunate intercept. Otherwise, it could have been a bloody try assist or a try for him. But, bro, what are you making of Wado?
Wayne, you talking about Te Maire's form. It's a spine, right? Like the spine is so in sync. It's tearing out my heart when I'm with you. It's like, and you just see it. You just see it, like manipulating numbers, blokes on the ground, ticks agains here, cut out balls from the deck. It is everything New South Wales doesn't have in terms of ruck ID, but Wayne is so. Yeah, it's Wade. I know it's Wade. People like calling him Wayne. He was the man, absolute man. And yeah, look, it was interesting. We were debating kind of what he should have done live, post that kind of pass. But it was amazing to see because when he busts through, we go, CH down the left, Tane on the right, and then as soon as you go this, you go like this, and bang, and Drinky goes the other way, boom, and it's like, whoa, that was just hectic. But just masterclass. The smartest dummy half in the game.
He should be playing New South Wales, I reckon.
Exactly.
And
what does he have to do? What does he have to do to wear the blue?
He just has to wait it out until Ivan takes over in 2028. That's what I'm betting on.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but no, he was superb. Yeah, and he's the key. He is the key.
Monitor, bro. Who needs salt? Who needs a bit of improvement heading into the Dolphins game?
It's a hard one. If I was to pick, probably the centres still, I think. Yeah, there's a centre pairing. I think they still have a bit of lapses in concentration. Our kicking definitely, I think our kicking is okay. So Pompey is, I think he's our reliable kicker, but I think there's still a case of lapses in defence and so forth. But that's me being very critical. And I think Andrew Webster would be quite annoyed too that we let in 20 points because I think we've built ourselves around defence this entire season. So, yeah, but they're still playing well.
I know that,
and I think that
we've definitely we're starting to see a combo building there by Pompey and Charnze are starting to work a little bit, but we're starting to see like we try and play with plays ahead kind of mentality. I'm just wondering if we need to balance that up with the need to kind of back up the ball carrier at times as well because. Saw Jacob Laban break straight through again on the weekend. There was just like no one there. And it was like,
there was no one. Yeah, you're right.
So I know that they play multi sort of phase kind of play plans, but that's all right. In terms of Dolphins, big game coming up this weekend. Everybody on here is picking the Warriors to win this one on the game picks. Isaac, what are you expecting from the Dolph Lundgrens? Are they primed at home to try and knock us off?
they've got a really good chance. I mean, that team is, I don't know, it feels like they're kind of a sleeper team, but they're really not. They're fucking stacked in that team. They've got ballers in that front pack, in that forward pack. They've got just absolute weapons in the back line as well, like across the park. The key is Isaiah Katoa play?
He's been named. Yep, he has been named.
Okay, because he didn't play in the weekend. I think that was due to injury as well. But his combination with Nikorima, again, Nikorima's another one of those guys. He's in career best form. Like, the games that he hasn't played, the Dolphins haven't looked that great. But when he's in that team with Katoa pulling the strings, mate, they just look smooth as okay with their back line. So they're really scary. But I think my key to victory, or one of the things they're going to have to really look out for, is their edge combination, Lemuelu and Fini Fuyaki. They've been playing lights out football as well. I mean, Fini Fuyaki, Origin player. Or did he play Origin, or he was in the squad?
Yeah.
Yeah, and every time they play, racking up 100 meters, racking up 30 tackles, offloads, they're going to get a lot of ball. So how we handle them is going to be an interesting one.
For sure. We are, it's a bit of an express episode, this one, because we're trying to jump out pretty early. Daniel, what do you expect, bro, before we finish up?
Yeah, tough game. Good middles. They've got really like their locks as well, which means they'll be physical, and they'll try to grind us. But look, I'm comfortable. We'll be at one of our other homes, Suncorp, as well, and it'll be interesting to see how that's going to G'd out as well with the Wars fans. Should be a good track. Good time. Is it a 3:00 kickoff as well? 5 p.m. New Zealand time.
Correct. Yep.
5 o'clock New Zealand.
Yeah. So it should be perfect.
3
It
o'clock
could be a
local.
bit of a gunfight, but we got it. We're all good, boys, and our young fellas are going to keep rolling.
Love it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, Warriors Anonymous, on the socials, and also here on YouTube as well. Thanks very much for joining us on this express episode. Until next week, up the Wars. Go the Warriors!
La cucaracha ya no puede caminar.